This is how you become a millionaire. Are you ready? I've taken you to the compounding interest calculator website, thecalculatorsite.com. I'm just giving you a little example, and then we're going to just notch it up a bit on the next couple of slides. So starting balance of 10,000, interest rate of 15%. So I'm basing that on the average of the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. They return about 10 to 20% a year right now. Return period of 20 years. That'll get you a balance of £197,194. So I know some of you are going to be balking at that 20 years. So let me just say, those 20 years of your life are going to go by, whether you like it or not. And when you get to the end of those 20 years, you are going to wish that you had invested your money. I promise you. If you're a young person listening to this, I promise you, you will be kicking yourself when you get to an older age and you didn't invest the money. So let's go to the next screen, notch things up a bit. Okay, so same £10,000 starting balance, interest rate's the same, period's the same, but I've put an additional £300 a month deposit. Every month, £300 going in. That takes it up to a whopping 646,000. So just to give you some perspective here, your monthly income at that point in time, after that 20 years, would be £8,000. £8,000 a month. I've based that on a return per year of 15% on this balance. So, you know, you're not going to have to work. You probably wouldn't have had to carry on working on the previous slide, but if you want to be wealthy, you could take a chunk of that, keep reinvesting it, and just live on it. But if you're still going to be working, if you want to take it up a notch further, let's just look at the next slide. So 10 grand initial balance, 15% interest rate, 20-year period, £600 a month deposit, £1 million, 1,100,000 roughly. So this is going to get you to £1 million. You're going to be a millionaire when you do this. Guaranteed. No questions. You're going to be a millionaire if you do this. So I know this type of money to put away each month is unachievable for some people. So my suggestion would be, especially if you've got children, because they're quite expensive. So my suggestion would be put money away when you can in your life, and try and have this in mind. Put as much away as you possibly can put away, if this is what you want to achieve. And then when you go through the periods in your life where you can put more in, then you can ramp things up a bit. So it may be that you're doing £300 a month and then you ramp it up to 500, or you're doing 600 or 700 before you have any children, and then you have to notch it down a bit. But the way you should probably think about this is, given it's going to end up as £1 million after 20 years, it's more expensive for you to not put the money away. It's way more expensive for you to not put the money away. What would you do with that £1 million? You're probably not going to be working in your crappy corporate job that sucks the life out of you like it did me. Sucks the life out of you every single day of your life. You would have more time with children. Obviously they're going to grow in that time, but you know, you're going to have grandchildren and things like that. Maybe you're a young person, maybe you're only 20 now and you're listening to this video. After 20 years, you're going to be 40. You are going to be a guaranteed millionaire if you can just put £600 a month away with a 10 grand starting balance. Guaranteed millionaire. Guaranteed. So I just wanted to show you in this video the actual numbers on a screen, because people told me all of this when I was young. I didn't really listen. I think it's because I couldn't really picture it. I half didn't believe it. You know, I was earning little money when I started work. I left school when I was 16. And I got all my degrees while I was working. So I've worked very hard in my life, and you get to a point where life is still very hard work. And you think to yourself, there must be a better way. There was a better way. I probably should have listened to the financial advisor that I worked closely with, who told me I should start putting my money away. And if I'd listened to him, I'd be a millionaire, and I wouldn't have had to go through the corporate hell job that I had. And I would have had more time with my son when he was little and things like that. So basically, I just wish I'd listened to the advice that I'm now sharing with you on YouTube. If you're a young person, you've got plenty of time. You've got more time for this money to grow. This would be easy for you. Maybe you can take it up to 30 years and notch the deposit down a bit. Maybe you're only 20. Maybe you want to put your foot on the gas and you want to be a millionaire by the time you're 40. Maybe you want to pay even more in and become a millionaire by the time you're 30. I just wanted to show you that it is doable and show you what the numbers look like on a page. Because I think until you see them, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe it and really digest it from people when they tell you should invest your money. And I think the worst thing you can do with it is put it into a savings account, because it's actually, you're becoming poorer that way. I'm going to do separate videos about that, but your savings account interest rate is going to be about 2% in the UK, which is just ridiculous. It's not even going to cover the cost of the amount your bills are going up. So it's like financial suicide, putting money into a savings account. So my suggestion would be for you to do this. This is how all of the wealthy people became wealthy. They invested and bought assets over a long period of time. So I hope you found this video helpful. Perhaps if you did, you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, help pay for these types of videos. And yeah, if I have any further insights, I'll share them later. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.